Okay, so our thesis and roadmap or economics played a big role in being a factor of what caused the American Revolution. A few economic tragedies that brought this to occur were the Sugar Act, Stamp Act, Townsend Act, and Tea Act.
And I think the Sugar Act played a role in making the American Revolution happen because before the Sugar Act was introduced, colonial merchants had been required to pay a tax of 6 pence per gallon on the importation of molasses from the French West Indies. However, many colonial merchants evaded the taxes and there was widespread smuggling, and this hurt the British market on molasses sugar. And as a result, Prime Minister George Grenville introduced the Sugar Act. Although the Sugar Act reduced the tax on molasses from 6 pence to 3 pence per gallon, George Grenville took measures to strictly enforce the duty by establishing a new machinery to end the widespread smuggling. And, quote, thus, colonists saw the measure not as a welcome reduction in taxation, but as an attempt to get them to pay a levy that would otherwise have evaded. So, as a result, the Sugar Act caused a decline in the rum industry in the colonies because the colonies had been producing rum with molasses. And also the situation disrupted the colonial economy by reducing the markets to which the colonies could sell, and also the amount of currency available for them to purchase British manufactured goods.
I don't know.
I think TX was also a factor that led to the American Revolution because the TX, the British government exempted tea tax in order to rescue the East India companies. However, the exemption of tax defrayed the cost of colonial government and threatened the assembly's control over finance. The merchants couldn't earn their monies from the tea business. Therefore, the businessmen and the local colonists get together and dump all tea out from the Boston port.
In 1767, the Townsend Act placed new duties on paper, paint, lead, glass, and tea. These items were not produced in North America, and that the colonies were only allowed to buy them from the Great Britain. The taxes the British collected were used to pay the salaries of the governors and judges so that they would remain loyal to the British. Tax on the items colonists used so commonly so that this act reduced their available income, and feeling having been taxed without enough presentation in London, American colonists began to boycott British goods. And the Townsend Act led to the writing of the most important statement of the American position, Letters from a Farmer in Pennsylvania by John Dickinson. The quote from the textbook is that the essays argued for reconciliation with the mother country, with the colonists enjoy all the traditional rights of Englishmen.
Oh, so that's me. Okay, so mine was the Stamp Act, and let me get to it. So the British needed to pay off the French and Indian War, so they put high taxes on goods they were selling to America, and that started with the Sugar Act. And once those were repealed, then the Stamp Act began. And the Stamp Act was a rule that any legal document had to have a stamp on it, so like birth certificate, mail, anything like that. They had to have one of these. I don't even know what it looked like, but it was just some sort of form that says they had it. So those you had to get a certain document paper, and those were created in London. So it was a direct tax, so you had to buy that paper. So it's from the book. It says, the Stamp Act managed to offend virtually every free colonist, rich and poor, farmers, artisans and merchants. So it's pretty much, in the book it was saying how it pretty much offended everyone, like, because everyone had to buy these papers, or else what were you going to do, like how are you going to write? But eventually these were repealed because of protests Americans put up. And then it was just, overall, it was just one of the multiple taxes that caused Americans to go crazy and caused the war to break out. Like, money was the overall reason. Yeah.
Done?